So we've outlined 5 very compelling reasons why you should at least consider starting Social Security benefits right now. I tell you there's 5 so you know when I'm going to be done. If you know anything about me, you know that sometimes I like to talk. And by the way, the last 2 are of crucial importance. So naturally, I put them last. This is a very powerful strategy. I call this the sleep at night factor. This pushes out your break-even age, and they missed out on all of the money they could have received. You may have seen a Social Security analysis chart similar to this. This is called a break-even chart. It's something that advisors like us often show our clients. It's pretty simple. The x-axis is when you expect to pass. The y-axis is when your spouse expects to pass. Now, so often the suggested strategy is for both of you to wait till 70. The earliest strategy at 62 often equates to a $200,000 or more difference over your lifespan. However, if that's all you're looking at, you're missing the big picture. There are many variables to consider, and it's essential to weigh those factors thoughtfully to make an informed decision that's right for you. The first reason you should consider taking Social Security early, you simply want the funds. You just want access to the Social Security funds now. You might be concerned about the future of the Social Security system, or you're eager to enjoy your money while you're still active and able to do the things you've always wanted to do. You know you'll have more income by waiting, but the peace of mind and immediate enjoyment of the benefits are simply more important to you than a higher payout down the road. I call this the sleep at night factor. Many of the financial decisions we make may not always make the most sense when you're looking solely at dollars and cents, but they help us sleep at night. And if it helps you sleep at night knowing that you have guaranteed income stream now, there's nothing wrong with that decision. Number 2, concerns about life expectancy. You may have health issues or a family history of a shorter lifespan, leading you to doubt whether you'll reach that break-even point where delaying benefits outweighs taking benefits early. Along the same lines as you may worry about your quality of life as you age. What good is the money if you're either not here or not healthy enough to enjoy it? Claiming now ensures you receive some benefits rather than potentially missing out altogether. Number 3 is something we call income bridging. You're in need of income to bridge a gap, such as early retirement or a job loss. So depending on your age, your future benefit will rise between 5% to 8% in the years you don't take it. So naturally, that must be weighed against the potential growth of your retirement funds and your immediate financial needs. So what do I mean by that? Let's say you're 62 and you need $2,000 extra per month, and you have a retirement portfolio worth $480,000. Your choices are to, number 1, turn on Social Security for that extra $2,000, or take that same amount from your retirement portfolio. If you don't take that $2,000 from Social Security at 62, your benefit will grow by 5% and be $2,100 if you choose to take it at 63. Now, if you were able to guarantee your retirement portfolio were to grow by more than that 5%, say 6%, it would grow from $480,000 to almost $509,000 between that 62 to 63 year, a gain of $28,800 versus the $24,000 you would have earned from Social Security. Now, there's a lot of math involved in this, and there are certainly other variables. So getting into the weeds exactly on the math is important if you're considering this. But the bottom line is this. If you can guarantee your retirement portfolio earns more than your growth rate while not taking Social Security, this pushes out your break-even age and provides a good reason for turning Social Security on right away, and in this example, taking that $2,000 need from that bucket instead of touching your retirement portfolio. Number 4 is considering an investment strategy. This strategy is similar to the income bridge, but it's actually a consideration of the opportunity cost of not taking Social Security. Again, you believe that you can achieve a better return on your retirement investments than the guaranteed increase from delaying Social Security. So how does that differ from the income bridge? Well, while we wouldn't necessarily advise this, if you were to start taking your Social Security immediately and invest the money, you can also potentially push out that break-even age. This is definitely a calculated risk though, as the 5% to 8% delayed retirement credit, i.e. how much your benefit will rise in the years you don't take it, is a sure thing. Whereas, as we've seen, investment returns certainly are not. Number 5 is what I consider to be the most crucial and often overlooked consideration. And that's when there's a significant age gap, or more accurately, life expectancy gap between spouses. Now, this is really advice specific to the younger spouse. So let's give an example. Let's say the older spouse is 72 and currently receiving a benefit of $4,000 per month. The younger spouse just turned 62 and has a potential benefit of $1,500 and a max benefit if they wait till 70 of $3,000. In this case, the younger spouse should consider filing immediately, especially if they think they'll outlive the older spouse by a significant amount. Why is that? Well, with the older spouse, who in our case will likely pass first based statistically, passes away, the younger spouse will receive the higher of the benefit, $4,000. So had the younger spouse waited until 70 to claim because they wanted the highest of their own benefit, the $3,000, the older spouse would be 80. The worst case scenario would be at that point the older spouse passes away. The younger spouse begins receiving that survivor benefit of $4,000 and they missed out on all of the money they could have received from ages 62 to 70. This is a very powerful strategy to help maximize the total benefits received by a couple and becomes even more dramatic the higher the age or life expectancy gap. So speaking of choices, you now have one of three to make, and where you go from here could have a major effect on the rest of your day. Your first choice is you're still balancing the considerations between taking early and filing at 70. You want the other side of the coin, in which case you should watch this video about our reasons for filing at 70. Your second choice is that you've already made the decision, you want to have a little bit of fun, and you're interested in some bizarre Social Security facts, and I promise you, these are bizarre. Your final choice is that you're simply tired of hearing Shawn talk. You're going to shut this off and go watch Mr. Beast. Thanks for watching.